My name's Kieran. I'm a graffiti artist, an ex-prisoner, a photographer and an artist. I've always been into art, and I think without graffiti I would have been doing a lot of other things.
You talk about street art or graffiti, you're talking about an art form, a crime and a subculture, for both of them all rolled into one. My name's Lee Bofkin, I'm one of the co-founders of Global Street Art, and our mission is to live in painted cities. So there's graffiti as a style, there's graffiti as an act and activity, there's graffiti as a crime as it's defined by the law, and there's what it means to people that are involved in it as a subculture as well.
Always going to be vandals and there's going to be graffiti artists. You know, I'd say that I was a mixture of both. I knew what I was doing was highly illegal, but you know, I wanted to create art. I wasn't smashing someone's windows for the fun of it. For me, I was just putting a little bit of colour on a train. I never thought of it. Yes, I knew it was illegal, but I never thought of it like, oh my God, I'm doing the worst crime and I deserve to be in prison for this. Having your graffiti going all over the city, everyone wants that. You're not just up in one place, you're up all over the city. But in London, train graffiti is not like that anymore. You know, trains get cleaned. You know there's a prison sentence for it. You know that there's, you know, risk of really hurting yourself. Tagging trains is obviously dangerous because of, you know, the live lines and the fact that there's moving big pieces of metal, like all sorts. We all know the risk. When I was painting trains, I didn't necessarily want to encourage other kids to do it. I was doing it for myself. I never cared what anyone thought. It was for me. Served 2 sentences for graffiti. No, prison was never a deterrent, and I got 2 years, and I carried on pretty much. As soon as I got off tag, I carried on again. We all know that risk from the beginning. It's never going to deter people. There's always going to be kids out here that are willing to risk their lives for graffiti. There's no monetary gain. We just want to do it for fun and for creating art.
People have been taught to be scared of graffiti and have this bizarre misconception that it's somehow related with gang crime, and it couldn't be further from the truth. If you want to change the way that people feel about being in a public space, the easiest way to do that is change the way it looks.
I can't be an old man going to prison for the rest of my life for painting trains. So I decided to, you know, focus more on photography. There was, you know, interesting people that I was seeing on my journeys, so I started taking portraits. The only way that I would have learnt to take photos was through graffiti. I was taught composition by it, I was taught about, you know, matching colours through it. It all roots back to graffiti. You know, after a few years of shooting like that, I realised that I'd built up a portfolio. I started putting it on the internet and people loved it. And I realised that, you know, this passion of mine might actually get me somewhere.